If the only people that you hear presenting a viewpoint are speaking, like it says in Proverbs 12, like the piercings of a sword, if that's all they speak with, there may not be wisdom there, because the tongue of the wise brings healing. That's Proverbs 12:18. I would ask, whatever side you're on, we all have a political side. The tongue of the wise brings healing. Okay? A healing tongue is a tree of life in Proverbs 15. A gentle reply turns away wrath, and that word in Hebrew of wrath is burning, fierce, flaming hot anger and rage that is also used a few times in the Bible for poison or venom. I would simply ask you not to accept somebody else's viewpoint. I'm not asking you to change your political outlook. You might want a two-state solution. You might want a one-state solution. But the way I judge another person and their philosophy is there healing in their speech? Or is it simply anger? And if it's only anger, that's a cruel master. And I can't have a dialogue with anger. I can't have a dialogue with an ideologue. I can have a dialogue with a human being who has a heart where we possibly differ. I have a close friend who's a Muslim, and we differ in significant areas. But there's never hatred, and there's never disrespect, and there's never denial of the other's right to exist. Folks, if you have to deny another's right to exist, and you don't see that as hatred of the group, I think you have to look within your heart, because hatred will never allow you, and anger will never allow you to see the light and the beauty of the other, and it will never allow for compromise. So I would simply ask you, folks, when you're listening, it says this again in Proverbs, make sure that you don't answer before you hear. And the Hebrew word also means to understand. Don't answer before you actually hear fully and understand fully what is being said. And that's what ideologues do. They're not listening, they're just waiting to respond. We have to listen to each other. We have to listen to each other, and most importantly, read the other side, because generally we demonize more than is often necessary. There are people who simply want your annihilation. There's the Ku Klux Klan, there are bigots, there's Nazis, there's Aryans, they're hateful people. I'm not talking about them. The majority of people in both camps on the Israeli-Palestinian issue have decent hearts, but we're often blinded by our own anger, and that we simply will not listen to the other. We answer before we understand. And I would simply say, for college students, for any human being ultimately, you should always read both sides. And you'll find it's actually not as black and white sometimes as your side is making it out to be. And if you only hear anger, not a healing tongue, not a gentle reply, that's a real flag. That raises red flags for me, that there might be something more than the issue at hand. It might be the issue within the heart.